It is Sunday the 12th of August 2018. I've come up to Starling Walk and Sunhill to collect surveys that I put out this morning about a planning application for this site. As I'm going to sort of swing the camera around, and this is an area of open grassland, and it formerly had the old Sunhill on part of it. The Sunhill was the residential accommodation for older people, and we replaced that with the new Sunhill, which is opposite me there. And this area here, we always had a vision for this, which was housing for older people. The reason why we want housing for older people is previously the site was actually used for older people. Sunhill Mark II has 6 flats fewer than Sunhill Mark I, so we need to find ways to make up the difference. And the important thing about Sunhill in the past is that people moving into it tended to be from Sunniside, therefore they were freeing up 2 and 3 bedroom family homes which we could house families in. So when we heard that a planning application for this site had been lodged with the council, we thought, oh great, we'll be looking at the details of this, but hopefully get some housing on this site for older people. But that's not what appears to be happening. Instead of the bungalows that we were hoping would be built here, the planning application is for housing, and by that I mean 2-storey housing. 8 2-storey homes will be is the application, plus 2 bungalows. Now the 2 bungalows fit the bill for us, but the 8 houses don't. And this land, and I'm walking over it now, walking towards where the old Sunhill garden used to be, this land is actually on a level slightly higher than Sunhill. In fact, if I go and stand at the edge of the ridge here, and again I'll swing the camera around, you can see that there's quite an embankment here and quite a drop. So houses here would be built to the level, well the ground level would be actually the first floor level of Sunhill. And there you have no flats overlooking it at this side, but here we do have flats, and they will be looking right out into the first floor of the proposed houses for here. So what I did this morning was to put a letter through all the doors here, and I had a quick chat with some of the residents in Sunhill as well. And I am putting in an objection to this. I want the site used. It's a good site for housing, but it has to be the appropriate housing. Housing for older people, and that means bungalows. So let's get away from this idea that we can cram in 8 2-storey houses onto this site. It is also out of keeping with the area anyway, because on the other side of the road we've got Starling Walk, which is bungalows. So we will be doing some more work on this shortly, but I will be putting in objections, and these are the letters I put out this morning, and I'm going around collecting them from doors now, and I'm just about to go into Sunhill and collect them from there as well. Got lots of responses from here in Sunhill, understandably, because they're going to be most affected by this. One of the reasons why I'm quite keen on housing for older people on this site is because we have an ageing population, and therefore we're going to need more and more purpose-built accommodation. But it also has to be in the communities where people already live, because that's where they've built up their family networks and their support networks, and they're going to become more and more important in years to come. So we want people from Sunniside to be able to move into, as they get older, into purpose-built accommodation, and then that means they can continue with support services in the area.